yeah, I think back then it was like, yeah, just a lot of things like going on, like with work, with like moving to a new city from like
Mm,
Melbourne to Sydney, and like not having much friends there as well. And also like having a lot of imposter syndrome because like growing up my whole life in Malaysia and coming to a Western country is like totally like night and day type of culture, and just
mm,
learning to readjust to the workplace here. And yeah, I think there's a lot of like struggles and everything, but I kind of like feel like probably like, and it's also good to have friends like you, like Cisco, to like have pet talks with and like to readjust my thinking. And yeah, I think that's, sometimes like definitely like we all face like struggles at every point of our journey and life. And I think one thing that I keep like from this whole like experience in Sydney and like all these struggles, like I like to think that I have like a pretty like positive like outlook on life. Like
mm,
one thing that I tell myself is that like every single thing happened for a reason as well. And yeah, as well as back then I was also let go from my job and it was like really bad time. But I keep telling myself like, everything happens for a reason, and if you don't see it at the moment, it will reveal to you later in life as well.
mm,
So yeah, like from all the struggles in Sydney and also like the struggles of letting go from my job, like I kind of see a silver lining and other things that are revealed later in life. Like, if I didn't live in Sydney, I wouldn't have met a lot of people like you along the way, or like do a lot of things along the way. Or like, if I stay in that job, it's like, I wouldn't have experienced other companies as well, that kind of stuff.
mm,
So yeah, I kind of like to think that struggles are temporary, but it does like kind of reveal another like pathway that is leading you to in the future. And probably like 5 years from now, you'll look back and you're like, oh, okay, I now understand why I have to go through this to get to where I am today, or like, these things work out for the better. Yeah, so I think definitely it's easier to say in theory but hard to practice. But I think having like that kind of positive outlook does help a lot, like in terms of like trusting where your journey will go and trusting that it will end up well.
mm.
Yeah.